There was a princess. She was very beautiful, but proud and arrogant. Attracted by her beauty, many kings and princes wanted to marry her. But she looked at each of them and ridiculed, teased them, and sent them home disappointed. One day came a fine young king. He was handsome like the sun. The princess looked at him, especially at his chin, and she said, "Oh, look at his chin. It's crooked like a thrushbird's beak. He must be called King Thrushbeard." And roars of laughter spread across the room. The prince's father, the king, rose in anger and he yelled, "Daughter, it's enough. You can't be ridiculing anyone anymore. And today I swear the beggar who meets me tomorrow morning will be your husband." The next morning came a fine young beggar. He pleaded with the royal guards, "Oh, sir, please let me in and sing before the king so that he may feed this empty stomach." Soon he was singing before the king. And the king, when the song got over, rose in gladness and he said, "Oh, you beggar, today I'm going to give you a reward. A wife, my daughter." The priest was called in. The wedding took place. The king looked at his daughter and said, "You are no longer my daughter, but a beggar's wife, so go away with him." The newlywed couple began their journey to their faraway home. Along the way, they came through a beautiful forest, walked over a lovely meadow, rode across a beautiful river. When they reached the hut, the princess asked, "To whom does the forest, the meadow, and the river belong?" "Well, it belongs to King Thrushbeard." It was then the princess realized what she has done to herself. When they entered the hut, the beggar asked, "Hey, go quickly prepare supper. It's been a long journey." The princess bewildered and she asked, "Hey, where are the servants?" "Huh? Servants? We are just two poor beggars. We need to do things ourselves." The princess, she stumbled and somehow brought out a frugal meal. Few days went on like this until all the provisions in the house got over. So the beggar demanded, "Hey, you need to start working so that we can earn some money." So he made her to weave baskets, but she kept bruising her hand and couldn't weave. He made her to stitch, but she kept poking her fingers and couldn't stitch. Looking at this uselessness of his wife, the beggar yelled, "Oh, you are a useless creature. Never mind. I will make some pots and you shall sell it at the corner of the street." The princess was stunned. What if somebody from the royal house visit her and ridicule her? Then her hungry stomach and the fiery look from her husband made her oblige. On the first and second day, things were smooth. Many brought their pots and they were also happy. On the third day, the princess was sitting at the corner of the street with her pots in front. There came a drunkard riding on his horse, rolled over the pots and crushed it. The princess didn't know what to do. She cried, "Oh no, what I'll tell to my husband." But she did go and tell her husband what had happened. "Oh, I know you will make such a mess. Never mind. I have spoken at the castle and they've agreed to take you as their servant." Now, the princess was a humble servant, but she never complained. She never teased, but was living in utmost happiness. In the kingdom, it did happen that the king's wedding was to be celebrated. So a great banquet was arranged, candles were lit, variety of dishes were rolled out. The princess, standing at the door of the hall, witnessed the spectacle, and she thought, had I been a little wise in my old days, my fate would have been different. As she was thinking, a hand from behind grabbed her. She turned around. It was the king himself, and it was no ordinary king, but King Thrushbeard, whom she had despised. The king asked, "Do you recognize me?" "Oh, yes, I do. You are the good king whom I despised. Please let me go. Please, please." "Oh, you still don't recognize me? I am the beggar, I am the drunkard, and I am your husband. I did all of these out of love for you, so that your pride may be crushed and your beauty may be revealed. Come, let's celebrate our wedding." The whole gathering couldn't believe what they had witnessed. The princess began to shed tears of love and said, "I can't be your wife. I have done great wrong. I can't, I can't." The king replied, "The evil days are over, my dear queen. Come, let's celebrate our wedding." And so the wedding took place. The queen had no trace of pride, and they lived happily ever